Hello everyone, TarantulaDan here. I hope you're doing well today, and I'd like to welcome you to what is essentially the first video of 2020. Of course, I have done a live stream and the 2019 YouTube Rewind, which was up on New Year's Day. If you haven't seen that, card up here, please check that video out. It was a lot of fun making that video in terms of filming and of course the editing, and as you can see, last year I had a really good time. And I've been very busy, which is why I took a bit of time off over Christmas to try and refresh myself, and I think I'm kind of there, you know, as much as I can be, I suppose. I'm still going to continue on a once a week schedule, I guess, from now on for the foreseeable future. Try and get the word out, only because I've still got stuff going on, and it's going to be very hard for me to edit loads of videos. So, but yeah, thank you for joining me. Like I said, I've been really busy, but not half as busy as the people over at the British Tarantula Society. Of course, you can see I'm wearing this wonderful Pokey t-shirt. I bought this at I think it's like the first BTS lectures or BTS show that I went to. And of course, they have been working really hard to get the lectures up and running and organised for this year, and I'm really happy to say that I know there's quite a few people that are going to be coming to the lectures for the first time. So if I have convinced you to go to the lectures, thank you. I know Gemma and Gemma are going. One of my patrons, in fact several of my patrons are coming. Of course, a huge thank you to you as always for your support. I actually went and met Becky and Chris what day was it? Was it Monday? I think it was on Monday. I went around to they invited me around to their house, and I got to go around, look at the spiders. I handled what is the most amazing hognose snake. Absolutely love this snake, just wonderful. I got to look at the collection. Congratulations, Bex, by the way. I saw that your oviolos piece molted. I think it was this morning. I did see it on social media. So congratulations, and she's huge. She's big already, but now she's even bigger. And they have 3 wonderful cats as well. Morty, or Mo, which is just like a black one. And then there's 2 Sphinx cats. One's Russian, one's Canadian, called Pumpkin and Luna. And I love Sphinx cats, and they're amazing. They showed me this trick, not like a trick, but where they're playing with catnip, and it kind of puts its legs over its head and crawls on the floor. Honestly, the funniest thing that that I've witnessed in ages. It was absolutely amazing, and I was there for 5 hours. I well and truly overstayed my welcome around their house. But yeah, it's lovely to spend more time with you, Becky and Chris, and that's great. You know, I love to interact with with my patrons and things like that. So of course, if you're a patron and you're coming to the lectures, then I would love to try and grab a seat by you and have some drinks with you and spend as much time with you as possible. There's I think 2, 4, 6. I think there's about 8, maybe 10 at the moment people that are going to the lectures this year from my recommendation. So I'm really happy with that. And if you are one of those people, like, thank you. I really hope you have a great day. I'm looking forward to spending some time with you. I'm also going to be doing some filming while I'm there. Not of the lectures. I cannot film that. I wouldn't even ask to film that, because the whole point of the lecture is you need to be there to learn the information. But yeah, I have been asked to do like some talks with a few people, not to do with the lectures, just like YouTubers and things like that. So I'm going to be doing that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the lectures. And of course, if you are interested in coming to the lectures, I have a video on the lectures. I will link it up here, but it is the Saturday the 14th of March at the Aztec Hotel and Spa. I think it's 11 AM till 6 PM. But if you go to the BTS website, I'll put the link in the description. Head on over, come along for just the lectures, £30, or for the lectures and dinner, which is 60. I will be there from Friday through till Sunday. So if you're able to, please come. But yeah, really, like I said, I've been busy, not as busy as those. And like I said, hopefully I'll get to meet a bunch of you there. With that said, long vloggy intro and thanks out of the way, in this video I'm going to be giving you an update on what's been happening over the last week or so. There's been a few things. I will recap the live video, which essentially boiled down to me talking about the lectures, which I've just done. T. Caledonia, the male did die, of course, in a molt, I believe. He was fine and then just dead, you know, which is a bit annoying. My other Caledonia, who is in this tank, I'm going to just take it out and just show you. I haven't actually seen this spider for quite a while, so I think she's up in her burrow, which is fine. However, what I've noticed is there are some patches of you know, like little mold and things in there, uneaten food that I'm unable to get out. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking that tank, you know, like disassembling it, not the actual tank, but remove everything from the inside of the tank, give it a clean, check on the spider, and I'm going to redo it all. So I will do a video on doing that enclosure in the very near future. So that's the Caledonias. As far as I know, she's alive and well. I just haven't happened to see her for a while. I'm going to actually give her a very quick spray whilst I'm here. That might prompt her to come out, and so we can have a better look at her. Just going to give that a quick spray. By the way, if you are one of the new people, I say new people, if you're one of the people that is new to owning T. Caledonia, the trick, at least I found, which has been successful with this one spider, only water them once a week. If you do it too much, it gets too damp, they die, and if it dries out entirely, they die. So once a week, just a nice misting. That is all I do with her, and she seems fine with that. Unless it's a bit warmer, I will genuinely give it, you know, I don't like it drying out entirely. So that's the Caledonia. I also mentioned about the Chromatopelma cyanopubescens. Now I'm going to take a look at this spider now, and I mentioned the actual story with this spider is, first I didn't mention this on the live stream. I was talking to Becky about it when I was with Becky and Chris. We had a great talk. Honestly, like I said, 5 hours I was with them for. It was amazing. Really good night. And this spider, I've been planning to do this, working on this video, shall we say, in a way, since July of last year. I cleaned out the enclosure, got it all set up. There's 2 dead bonsai trees in there that look really, really cool, and all these different anchor points, as you can see. And I introduced what is the best Weber, or the second best Weber, probably to Linenthal phalax, which is the Chromatopelma cyanopubescens. And I housed it up into there the weekend before I went to Africa, and in the video I was saying, right, I'm going to put this in, and in 2 weeks time I'm going to come back from Africa, or 2.5 weeks, come back from Africa, and we'll see how much webbing's done. So it's now the 17th of January, 18th of January, and you can see how much is webbed up. It just hasn't webbed up at all. It walks around, it lives terrestrially, but it just does not web. So that spider is a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's alive and well, and it's feeding, but it's just, you know. Zelda, of course, you can see her. Zelda is doing really, really well. She's pretty big. Looking to you know, give her a good meal. I want to try and get some real big cockroaches and give her a good feed. I think she could do with that. All the brachyas and Tilitacartal, they're all doing well. Still waiting on these 2 males, which of course are the B. albiceps and B. auratum. So that's really, really good. You know, they're doing well. I think maybe a molt or 2 they should be ready for breeding. So they're just taking forever. On about molts, I mentioned this in the live stream. If you didn't catch that, then I also have a molt from the P. regius, the regal jumping spider. This spider is amazing. I'd love to get a male for her. I believe the spider shop may have some, so hopefully pick one of those up and breed them, because everyone loves a cute jumping spider. They are like just absolutely wonderful to look at, to own, and to observe. I always say this with spiders, you don't need, I see lots of people, especially new keepers, and I can understand where they're coming from because I've been there myself, but this thing of handling spiders, you know, you can do it, but I don't recommend doing it. The spider doesn't gain from it. Observe them like fish, And regal jumping spiders are amazing to observe when they're like crawling around, and you know, they're just, I'd love to know what they're thinking. So, but yeah, they're all good. No other main molts, I don't believe. I have some Grammostola pulchra slings, which are just not growing at all, which is pretty much, you know, that's part of owning pulchra. They are the slowest growing spiders in existence. Also, the mature male Pogotheria vittata that I had from Ray Gabriel at the Southeast Arachnid show, I came back and my female had died, obviously. Now I kept the male because a friend of mine had a female who was an adult, and he said, look, you know, I'd love for you to have her, because the female that he had, that he was basically he was willing to give me, was actually one of the females from the sack that I had when I paired them up with Ray Gabriel. You see, I don't know, 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago, back when they were Pogotheria pediceni. I did a 50-50 with Ray Gabriel, and my male went off, and I think I had 40 or 46 P pediceni, and I kept 3 myself, and I gave a bunch out to, you know, to friends and things. 2 of them matured as males, but they matured obviously after, you know, a year and a half, 2 years, so they were sort of sent off. My female that I had for, you know, that time, you know, say 7 years, was the one that sadly died. Don't know why. I've been keeping her exactly the same, and I went away for the Southeast Arachnid, not Southeast show, for the Southern Invert show, and she was fine before I left, and I got back and she was dead. Well, one of the guys, this guy that had this female, it was actually from the same sack, so his female and my female were both siblings. So that would have been pretty cool, because it would have been the same sort of bloodline. However, the female that he had, she died whilst molting. He's like, yeah, you know, she's going to molt, so once she's molted, I'll send her to you. And the next thing you know, I get a message saying, look, I'm really sorry, but the female has died, and I'm really sorry. And I was like, look, like, don't worry about it, it happens. Thank you anyway, because he was just going to give me the spider back, because he's actually got, like, I think he's got one of the female left. Like I said, I think he had 2 off me. So he's got 1 female left. So, but she's already been paired up. So, you know, but he did say, thankfully, that if he gets some slings, that he said he'll very kind, you know, he'd be willing to sort of send me some, which is very kind. So a huge thank you. So yeah, so that mature male was sent back to Ray earlier on in the week, to Ray Gabriel and Danielle Shield, of course. They do amazing work. If you ever, you know, if you go to the lectures, you'll meet both of them. I have stories of them, and 2 wonderful people. I'm not going to start reciting lectures stories, you know, because, you know, you guys don't get sick of it. But if you come to the lectures, you can create your own stories. So yeah, but that male went back. Yeah, I like pokies though. So yeah, pokies. In the live video, I mentioned that I had a P metallica female that wasn't doing too good, if you saw that. And she was alive and well. However, I checked on it yesterday, and unfortunately, this is the actual female. I get some better videos of it, better footage. But yeah, she has died. I'm gutted that this female has died, to be fair. I really am. So this girl will, of course, go into the freezer. For now, I don't know. I'll just keep her there for the time being, I guess. And I don't know, again, what happened there. She's kept on this shelf with all of my other spiders, you know, fed on a routine, watered on a routine, and everything. But sadly, yeah. Sadly, she died. So yeah, I'm gutted. I am gutted. I will obviously have to look at getting some more P metallica slings and, you know, raise them up. But it sucks, because she was a really nice spider. And what's really irritating, I guess, with this particular spider, is that she seemed fine. I actually have footage of her, which I think I put on over the Snapchat or Instagram, and I had some footage of her. She was out and about and she looked great. And then within like a few days, she just went downhill. The care was all the same. So I don't know. But yeah, she did, you know, she has died. So that really sucks. Okay, so I'll just drop the camera down for a second. This is the Lampropelma nigerum. Hopefully going to take a look at this spider because I haven't seen her for a while. I think she's molted. So I'm not going to get this spider out, but I'm just sort of giving the enclosure a good spray. The reason I'm mentioning this now is because yesterday when I checked through the animals, the burrow was completely webbed off, and today it's open. She's opened it, but she's not actually out. So I think she's molted. I've just given it a good spray, and hopefully we can take a better look at her. Because this is a spider. This is a typical kind of like a pet hole. I haven't seen this spider out for ages. So hopefully she'll be out showing her new clothes in the next video. Fingers crossed. Let's take a look at this absolutely crazy spider. This is the P. sasmi. So in the past I mentioned about not using crickets and things for feeders. Recently I started up a colony of B. dubia, the dubia roaches, which are for feeding. I don't want to be taking too many from this colony yet because it's not really going, but I think a couple for this video won't hurt as it is the new year. Also got a colony of giant hissing cockroaches, which I will give an update on those in the future, but I've looked at them and they're all buried away and I'm not going to disturb them. So, but let's drop this guy in and see whether it'll take it down. I'm guessing it's not hungry. I haven't seen it for a while, so I'm just going to give it as always, give it a quick spray, because it's always good to obviously make sure your spiders are properly hydrated after molting. So yeah, shame we didn't feed, but not the end of the world. I know one spider that probably will feed, and that is this girl. I haven't shown her off in ages. I actually mentioned this species at the beginning of the video, and this gives me another good opportunity to wish a happy birthday to Becky, my patron who I went to meet. And for her birthday, her boyfriend, or her husband, sorry, Chris is her husband, bought her an adult female, or got her an adult female Grammostola pulchra, which is, let's be honest, is an amazing gift. So I figured take a look at mine, because mine is the most beautiful G. pulchra, which as you can see here, she is big and beautiful. Let's see whether she will take down this roach. I'm sure she will, because she... Oh. It's playing dead. But yeah, my G. pulchra is the best. Any of my spiders are the best of that species, just the way it is. You know, I love G. pulchras. A lot of people, they always want to buy them as juveniles or adults. They're not willing to wait from when they're a teeny tiny sling for them to grow. And I get it, because it takes several years before they get to this size. But if you are willing to put the time in, I can promise you they are absolutely amazing. It's really kind of rewarding when you have a spider that you've grown to this big yourself. So it's probably the best part of the hobby for me. Amazing spider. Let's put the pulchra away. And let's see if a Una will come out, because she hasn't been in the video for a while. Okay, I had to stop filming for a second, and by a second I mean a whole day. Basically yesterday my camera ran out of battery, and I actually have this system where, I'm sure many other people do it as well, where you number the batteries. I have 5 batteries, and when one battery runs out you go to the next battery, and then the next one and the next one, and then you put the previous batteries on charge. And the battery went dead when I was doing something with Una. I can't remember exactly what I was doing, but I know I was interacting with Una. I went to swap the batteries and they were all dead, like just completely, like 2%, and I was like, oh, I'll just stop filming. So this video was meant to go up yesterday, which is today's Sunday the 19th, so this should have got up on the 18th yesterday. But it was, you know, obviously delayed because of the batteries. And then I had to go out for my work's Christmas meal, which I know seems a little bit late to be done in January. That's just how we do it. Although it's quite nice actually. Gotta give mention to this. Thank you to Neil, one of the gentlemen that I work with, got me this wonderful bottle of whiskey. He's quite into his whiskies, and I've recently gone into it, and he got me this little sample taster bottle. So I'm gonna have to, I think I've got a bottle of Oban, which I've got maybe about this much left in the bottle, so I'm going to take that round to him today and he can enjoy that, so thank you to Neil. So obviously I'm back in the room today. I'm going to continue with the filming and whatnot. A few things that have happened today, nothing too exciting I guess. Firstly, Gex's bulb has gone in the last half an hour or so since I've actually been in the room. So I've ordered one of those to come, which will be here tomorrow. He should be fine because this room is obviously quite warm anyway. And there's this bulb, which is for Una, the green iguana. Now the bulbs that I use for her are these Reptile Systems one. Now the first bulb that I had, bearing in mind these bulbs are 60 quid, 80 quid I think, so they're not cheap. They come with a warranty of however long, I can't remember, and the one went, so I had it replaced, which is this bulb. I've not had it for that long, like 2 months, and that's gone. So I've kind of just decided that these bulbs are just really bad. The problem is, I know that if you move, they will come on and off, but that bulb just literally does not work properly. It hasn't worked properly for a long time. My garden is obviously just out here, and I can sort of be out there in the middle of the day and that bulb will be off when it should be on. I've checked all the wiring, it's all fine. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain. It'll probably come on during this video and I will show you it flickers on and off, but it's not really very good. So I do have her replacement bulb here. I ordered that, which came today. So I'm going to swap her bulb round I'm going to give that time to come on and see whether it will stay on. If not, I'll just swap it round. In fact, I'll probably just swap it around anyway, just for peace of mind. And then obviously Gex, I've got him a bulb ordered, so that's the bulb problem switch. I normally have spares and I don't know where they are. I don't know whether with things going on at home, if they've just been packed away or if I've misplaced them or something, but I normally have a spare bulb for each tank. So I normally have 3 of these ones for the 4 of those for the 2 geckos, the bearded dragon and the chameleon upstairs. And then obviously one for Una as well. So So yeah, it's always good to get spares of things if you can. So I'll probably sorting those bulbs out in a moment. She's currently in brumation and is not eating at all. I put her food in yesterday and it's actually completely untouched. So, to kind of go through very quickly things I've done today whilst in the animal room, obviously gone through, been feeding and watering, checking the animals out, which I do. I try and do daily, or every other day at the very least, if I'm called out for work and I'm busy and things. So in this enclosure here, this is the cylindrical enclosure with the light on the top. If I just show you. You can see it has a light strip. It's a really nice enclosure. Oh, I dropped the plug, never mind. The problem that I have with this, at least only for what I had in it, I had the regal jumping spider inside it. And if I just take the lid off and just sort of show you, you can see there's like a lip. You see where my thumb is, and you can get it up between the plastic and the the lid. And so what she'd done, she built a little web up in the top here. Now that wouldn't be too much of a concern normally. However, I mean the spider had molted. I think I took the molt out. Did I take it out? Yeah, I did. When I was putting food in there, like the mealworms, which the small ones, I was worried about them just digging away and then eating her later on, which is obviously not something that I wanted. so I took her out, and I have put her into this large enclosure. You can see her just up here by my hand. She is obviously quite a small girl at the moment, but here at least she won't be able to hide under any ledges. Obviously if she chooses to hide under the cork bark and things, that's fine, but I didn't like her getting under that lip in the other enclosure, so I've swapped that around, and I got some pictures of her for for Instagram and social media. Did a thing on for Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. I do the odd video on there as well. So I rehoused her. When I rehouse, obviously I showed the P Metallica, which had died. So this enclosure, I'm going to be doing a enclosure change, cleaning that out, and putting in the Lampa Palma, which I think I covered yesterday. If I didn't, I'm going to be swapping them around. Also, I tried to feed this terrific spider, which it has now taken it. I will get some footage to put like over here, I guess. But this is the Planobius muticus, and the spider is alive and well. I've checked it is. I can actually see, you won't be able to see it, but there's a little bit of a gap there, and you can just see the leg. But that didn't come out. Also had a molt this morning. This is by the Proclotheria regalis. This is a smaller, well, not quite a, I'd say it's a juvenile now. Not sure what the sex is, but I checked this morning and found this molt, so I will put that up onto the board that I have, where I obviously keep track of the molts and things like that. Yeah, I think apart from that, I don't think there's really that much else going on. No other molts, and nothing else really that exciting, at least not really worth mentioning in this video. There's probably quite long as it is. I don't know how long it is because obviously it's filmed over 2 days, kind of thing. So yeah, that is it for updates for this week, at least anyway. Like I said, I'll be doing the next video. We'll try and have it ready for Saturday. Oh, that bulb just flickered, so I think it's going to try and come back on. I wonder whether it could be the housing, the actual bulb housing. Maybe, I don't know. Of course, Ramsey wants to come out, so. Oh, I don't know whether you've seen this. Give me a second. Come here. So yeah, I don't know. Oh. So I don't know whether, if you have me on social media, you would have seen this already, and I've mentioned it a little bit, and my patrons will have known because I do videos for patrons only, kind of thing. But don't eat that. So recent update is my brother has moved back home, and he's brought with him, obviously his girlfriend just came with him, and their 2 dogs. They've got a Rottweiler and this little pup. Look at that. Hey, come here. Come here. Yeah. Look at this little pup. So yeah, sometimes I'll be doing videos and I'll have this little girl barking and things in the back, but yeah, she's absolutely, come here, chop you around, absolutely, come on, there we go, absolutely wonderful. Look at the little face. She's I think she was meant to be, oh, I think she was like a Springer. I think she's a Cocker Spaniel. I think she was meant to be, and I think she might be like part poodle or something. I don't know. But yeah, she's wonderful. She's a little bit of a pain at times, but she's pretty good. So if ever I'm doing a video and I start shouting randomly, or you can hear the odd bark, it is this girl. Because look at the camera. Show everyone how pretty you are. She's lovely. She likes coming in this room. Usually when I'm doing maintenance, she pops in and likes to have a look at the animals. But yeah, all good. And you go down. Yeah. Go on then. So anyway, I think that will do for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, a huge thank you to those of you that are subscribed to me. If you're not subscribed, please do consider it. It does really help me out. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and if you are a patron of mine, a huge thank you. Of course, more videos coming up soon. There's going to be one that will be up in the next few days for you that is to do with a Q&A. So if you're a patron of mine, please keep an eye out for that video. I need some input from you guys. And with that said, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Goodbye for everyone, take care.